What's up, y'all? Hope things are well. It's been a minute, I feel. So here I am. Made a little bit of upgrades. And this doesn't classify anyone as like all deep and spiritual. This is just to say that once you really do this alchemical work, you really can reap the benefits of that which you have put in because you build what's called a spiritual currency and bank account. And as you do more things for your ancestors, such as like the ancestor little lecture I had gave, or the little guidance I had gave in regards to cleansing your ancestors and cleansing their bloodline, your bloodline, it helps put a certain you being able to pull a certain amount of spiritual currency or light, because light is a current. So that's where the word currency from, because a current of light. The true currency is light. That's the biggest currency there is and always will be, because that's from where everything comes from. And darkness is that mother of which all light comes from. Henceforth, why melanin will always be the top light. So, with that entrance and introduction in, I just want to give a quick little snippet on a mentality that could be helpful in going about your spiritual journey, right? Like I have talked about, or I've given guidance on, like we've talked angel numbers and astrology. My main goal, there's a bunch of other metaphysical stuff that can help advance you, but I want to stick to the basics because the audience I'm targeting is melanated people, and people in general. You don't necessarily have to be melanated, but just know I am for my people. There's no, just being honest, but I'm more so not just for my people, but for the whole. But my allegiance is my allegiance. So it's nothing personal. It's just it is what it is. But that doesn't mean I'm derogatory to other ethnicities. Like, I respect other ethnicities as well. I'm just not one of those like Toms or Uncle Ruckuses off the boom that's not gonna fake the funk with you. Like, no, I love my melanated people, and that's what it is. I have no shame in that. Like, I see the beautiful aspects of my people and all that. So I just don't want to have people, because I have two Caucasian grandparents. So I respect, now no. Let me stop. I don't even want to go there. Anyway, for those who have Caucasian in your bloodline that are melanated, do some alchemical work in healing your Caucasian ancestors and forgive. Keep certain. So you know what's going down with what these colonizers are doing, right? I'm not asking you to trust them, more as I'm asking you to think metaphysically. And to think metaphysically, I want to simplify this in the most simplest way. To think metaphysically in regards to other ethnicities, you can go just based off genetics. But you know what? I'll save that for a part 2. So that's another lecture all in itself. How to work with your genetics. That's going to be a part 2. I did such, but let's just say a part 1. Moving forward, though, the main things I want to want to kind of keep their videos a little bit more shorter. You all have been patient and watching some of the videos that are more so 20 or 30 minutes long. I really do want to give an hour lecture unless it's just some deep stuff. I do have some downloads, though, that I have gotten meditation that I know will be helpful to the higher consciousness of everyone. My ancestors have been tearing me up to put that out, so I am going to be putting that out soon. In the meantime, one way that I found that could really help someone in their spiritual journey, as far as or guide someone in their journey, as far as like handling certain information, whether you go in Kabbalah, which is the tree of life, or the Kalipah, which is the tree of knowledge. These are just more so metaphysical blueprints to help you see where you are spiritually. No more than your chakras are metaphysical blueprints. Well, those are actually a part of you. Like, there are certain things that are metaphysical blueprints that are not, they're a part of you, but they're more so on the esoteric level. Like your zodiac is an example of a metaphysical blueprint that is a part of you, but it's more so on it's really not esoteric, because you are esoteric, so it's on a more personal level, whereas you may have other metaphysical systems like the Kabbalah that I mentioned, which is more, you kind of like the zodiac. The reason I mentioned that, like the zodiac, because it's easy. It's for the non-vice, an intermediate, a sorcerer, a witch. No matter who you are, no matter how or what type of archetype you adopt on your spiritual path to help your consciousness rise up and vibrate higher, Knowing your zodiac is highly important. Knowing your numbers are highly important. Why? Because that's what you were born with. I mean, yeah, you could be all deep in metaphysical, but knowledge of self is key. At least for my people. Everyone to my people real quick. Knowledge of self is key. So no matter how much you know, it's about how much you want to know. Again, let me repeat that. It's not about how much you know. It's about how much you want to know. Henceforth, the knowledge of self. How much do you want to know yourself? How much do you want to know about your genetics? How much do you want to know about why things are the way they are, and why are certain people, why are our people in the certain states that we are in when we're pyramid buildings and everything else? That goes back to know thyself. So you can get those answers, and those answers are there. And I mentioned plenty of metaphysical teachers. I ain't gonna repeat it this lecture, but one helpful mindset though, in general, is called a do it anyway mentality. So let me give you an example of that. So for instance, I know I like to enjoy cannabis. Cannabis is actually not native to the planet. Cannabis comes from the Sirius star system, from the to help people have a reference, Anunnaki and things of that. Our ancestors and brothers and sisters over there, they brought this here in a way to help the Caucasian. Well, I'ma just get on, not bump that. Bump who feelings? It's just to keep it real. Intuition? Okay, cool. And I'm also give a lecture about how to work with your intuition higher too. But it was brought over here to help raise the vibration of this planet, and as you can see, it's really doing that. It's been doing that because people still love cannabis to this day. But since I know I like cannabis, and also cannabis is a gateway for melanated people specifically to link into the Sirius star system. Set the intent before you smoke, or when you smoking, have it, or drinking, or whatever you're doing, watching TV, smoking, drinking, sexing, whatever you do, whatever your vices. I don't want concerned people like, oh, you smoke, but I, drink Coca-Cola, don't do drugs, but Coca-Cola is the worst drug you can have. But, I mean, is this on camera? Type of stuff. That's be my thoughts on some people be. I get some people don't mean to be ignorant, but it is what it is. But wherever your vice is, set a powerful intent. Since I'm going to do this vice anyway, and I'm a number 5, right? Born on the 14th. So 5's one of the biggest things about 5. Think about it, the 5 senses. 5 is also Mercury energy. 5's like to feel certain things. And born on the 14th, 23rd, or the 5th of the month, that's that Mercury energy, which is on the higher side, on the side where the sun hits Mercury, it's Gemini, and on the darker side, it's Virgo. So 5's, we like variety. We like in regards to certain pleasantries. Also 5 is an air number, and that's why it's important to know these numbers. That way you can know thyself, because your subconscious, this brain, automatically remembers these things. It's just getting your brain, the left brain that's been on this physical side so long, that due to society's teachings has made you strip that side away or try to throw that side away. But obviously, since you're watching this video, you haven't thrown away completely. Give it a clap to you. Congratulations. Hopefully you do something with that. Yeah, since they want you to throw it away, but there's a reason for that, so it can exercise the most control over you, because that's your sovereignty. That your subconscious, your soul, your power is more powerful than any type of colonizer-made realm times 110, really, and then some. So just to let you know, that's it. But we can say powerful this, powerful that, but how does this apply to the to practical application, right? Practical side, earth sign energy. So how can I give this to apply to someone else is looking at this, to where you can apply this practically? One practical way to do this is, like I said, since I like to smoke cannabis, I get natural herbs that vibrate with certain energy. So for instance, lavender. Lavender is a great cleanser herb. Cleanses the body. It's then you have what's called mullein. Mullein is a great lung tonic. And lavender, and you can use this in oils and everything too. So that's another little homework. I'm gonna do a whole cannabis lecture on how to mix herbs with cannabis and change your life like that. Because let's just say, this is perfect. Spearmint and peppermint. Spearmint and peppermint. Spearmint vibrates with Venus energy, and peppermint vibrates with Martian energy. So let's just say you want to, since you already know you're gonna smoke, okay, you go get some spearmint and peppermint from the store, or if you're in Houston, you can drop your thing in the comment box, and I'll let you know some spots that you can get from in Houston, Texas. But yeah, let's just say that you may want to boost up your divine masculine or your divine feminine parts. So you want to heal certain feminine wounds that were done to you, whether you're a man or a woman, whether it was a horrible feminine figure in your life, like your mom was very mean to you, she treated you like shit, or your dad was. Use these. These can help heal. Lavender is a primary cleanser of stones, of anything that it touches. So boom, since I'm already know I'm going to smoke anyway, and I'm already going to do the effort to load everything in a water pipe or whatnot, include some other substance, I'm already doing the loading, and boom, like that. Does that make sense? I want to make it simple but straight to the point. So same thing, since I know I'm gonna be watching this show, let's just say Criminal Minds. If you're, or I'm gonna just stick it to my people. I'm gonna just, because I'm born on the 14th. 1 is Leo energy, 4 is Aquarius energy. By the way, every zodiac sign has its opposite or its counterbalanced energy. For Aquarius, it's Leo. So I nearly have a balance of duality on my aspect. So Aquarius, right? Anything, although we're in the age of Aquarius, anyone that knows anything about Aquarians or those born on the number 4, but let me just stick with Aquarian energy, so because everyone kind of knows the zodiac here and there. Aquarians are very unique. Y'all gonna get the full scoop. I ain't babying y'all. Number 4 in Aquarian energy. So if they have a 4 or if they have Aquarian energy, this can apply to them. Very much in the mind, very much practical when it comes to certain things. Also, for that Aquarian energy is very unique in its ways of thinking. It's very unique in its ideas. It has its way of doing, this person's way of doing things. That could be a strength and a weakness too, because sometimes they can be too caught up in its way of doing things, or too caught up in the comfort of what it's used to. But that goes back to comfort too, to another degree. 4 is what? Like 4 elements, although there are 5 elements and some change, but let's just stick for the sake of this video. 4 elements, with there being 4 elements in the body, that's that boundary, right? A square is in 4 parts, or 4 ends of the square. So it's that comfort energy in the sense. Also, it's a foundational energy. It's one of the energies of the builder. So just to give you some, and that's just I'm gonna just go each number individually, and if you want more information on that, you can go look at the synchronicity number lectures. But they really don't do those numbers justice. I'm gonna literally do each one individually. But basically, since I'm doing that anyway, let me include this in there, include that in there, and then set the spiritual intent. Like I'm linking to. So this is, let's just say, the holder for what you loading your stuff in. And before you inhale it, I'm linking to myself and put high vibrational 555 vibes. 5 is the number of divine change. I'm also a number 5, right? So that would help. 5 is also the symbol of the throat chakra. What is the mantra? Which mantra means words of power. MANTRA. Mudra or hand gestures of power. Mantras are words of power. So what is a mantra? A word of power. Each chakra has a word of power. So what's a mantra for the throat chakra, which is blue? And Virgo and Gemini rule the throat chakra. Every zodiac rules a chakra except the 7th one. And Melanin people, remember, you got 9 chakras. But what's a mantra for the throat chakra? And if you can look at my previous lecture, I did the mantras, but I'm gonna do just a video on straight mantras. It's HAM. And I put that throat chakra energy in here to boost it up. Also, what is this? This is blue. So that increases the energy. So you see what I'm saying? That's a real ritual I just did in your face. In your face. So that's, that's how easy it is. Since I'm already going to do it, I just include by bing, by the boop, by the bop. And you just got real spiritual. You just set a certain change in your DNA, in your subconscious, to where y'all linking more now. So you add that with you doing that every time, you guarantee to have results. Guaranteed, no matter how subtle. Now, it does help if you have an ancestor altar, if you help get your ancestors out of the stints that they may be in due to believing in false religions and everything else, and those archons up on that 4th dimension, which is the dream realm, the astral realm, taking their little poor unfortunate souls, including some mermaid energy in there, eh? Unfortunately, but for real though. Taking them and using their energy. You remember the movie Matrix, when he came out of that battery? That's what they do on the 4th dimension. That's real. That happens. So to prevent that, you get to look at this type of knowledge now to give you the keys. And if you want knowledge on how to break that barrier and go to the heavenly planes or create your own heaven, which you can do if you have a soul as a sovereign deity, melanin people, you 10 times 9.9 times out of 10 guaranteed to have a soul. But a spirit can help you too, but not everyone has a soul. And this is not saying just melanin people got souls. Other people can have souls, but you having the melanin is a high chance you got a soul, damn near guaranteed, because in the beginning there was darkness. And what all lights come from? Where do all lights come from? The darkness. This isn't kissing y'all ass. This is just being honest about the power that you have. But just because you got this melanin does not mean that you got guaranteed route. Still got put in the work. Newsflash. So there you go with that. But don't fret though, because at the end of the day, anyone can get powerful, because we all have source in us in one way or another. So everyone has source. You know, and just because you don't got a soul, although it is a limiting thing, doesn't mean that you can't enjoy. You know, you see a lot of Caucasians, they don't got soul, they enjoy stuff. So, you know, although falsely, but you know, you can still enjoy and contribute and do awesome things and be powerful. But those who have souls, who come from which your soul is directly a part of the primordial, as in before creation, oh, what you wasting time for? You get what I'm saying? Type stuff. So hopefully that's some motivating information. Remember, and this is regardless whether you Caucasian, who I'm gonna stop calling them. Well, I guess I can't say Caucasian. They're not white, by the way, y'all. I need you to look up the term for white. Black means blush without pigmentation. Black actually means colored in a way, but cannot record either. Another app is using the mic. Yo, okay. So should I stop? Okay. Well, if y'all can hear me, the mic stopped, so my apologies if the rest of this doesn't load up. But send y'all Variable Vibes part 2 of this later.